Well, if you said yes to one of these questions, this speech is the perfect speech for you to teach you the process and what material you need to get started in cutting hair. You will find how time consuming it will be to get the hang of it. You should also keep in mind that learning how to do this is not usually something you can master on the first time around. It takes several attempts. Depending on the desired style that your client is looking for will vary on the materials that you will need, such as if your client wants a short haircut, you will need clippers, also as trimmers. But let's say the client wants a scissor trim on top, you will need scissors, a comb, a water bottle, and etc. For every hairstyle, it has different techniques and its different materials. A great example of this will be in the book of Milady's Standard Professional Barbering from page 432 to 469. It shows great examples and how you and what tools you'll need for each haircut. So the purpose of the machine is able to the purpose of the two machines that mostly you use in haircuts. There is a trimmer also as the elevated machine. The elevated machine it has a lever where you can elevate the top blade, which creates the blade and which creates the fade in the haircut. The purpose of a trimmer is to trim around the ears, the back, the neck, and such as the mustache or even beard. This creates an extra touch to your haircut, gives it more definition. You can also use a straight razor to clean up these areas, but that's optional. There's multiple different types of haircuts, such as a taper, a fade, a scissor cut, and etc. And because of this is why most barbers charge on the type of haircut the client is getting. The normal price is range between $10 to $20 in Luna County, such as where we live at right here. But a gentleman haircut can cost up to $500. If you don't believe me, try to book a haircut with Rob the Original in San Antonio, Texas. A very professional barber that can do artist work on your hair, such as a portrait, or even he can do the Last Supper. These prices are based off of the type of haircut, any designs added, or additional beard or mustache trimming. A good place to check out the average haircut is www.businessinsider.com/haircut-cost-around-us-up.
That's not how you.
But every barber will have their own price in this website. We'll give you a great idea on how much you will spend depending on where you're at, and that's all around the country. Before starting the haircut, it is most important that all machines, razors, scissors, shears are disinfected correctly and barbicide disinfected. This comes in a gallon solution well as a spray form. I typically use the solution to soak my equipment except the clippers and spray the barbicide for the clippers. My recommendation is to always have your clippers and equipment ready before you start your day off, since sometimes it takes time to clean all this stuff. All clippers and equipment must be disinfected before using on your clients, and that's state board. That you can't. Don't get me wrong. It's me personally. I think the cleaner you have your equipment, the cleaner work you'll give. But not every people think the same. But thank God the state requires it, and it prevents any kind of infection, viruses, anything like that. Which, believe it or not, you can even get AIDS in a simple haircut, because let's say a piece of blood or something like that it can transfer. So once again, a great place where I refer or I can guide you to go look at is also Milady's Standard Professional Barbering. But this time on page 392, it'll give you great examples on what to do. So once you disinfect all your equipment, everything like that, you start off by draping your client, and then you start off by talking to them. That's one of the most important in haircutting business. The reason I'm saying this, you can give a great haircut, but you can have a crappy attitude. And having a crappy attitude can push away that client. Believe it or not, they say that 70% of the haircut is determined on how you talk to the client, the conversation, the way you treat them, the way you greet them, the way, even remembering their name. Believe it or not, all that makes a difference. And 30% in the quality of the haircut. But believe it or not, you have to be strong in that 30. So after you talk to your client and you determine the style, once again, you'll drape the client. Drape the client, and the reason you always want to drape the client, also again, is the state board. What's it called? The state is required by the state board. The reason why, sanitizing reason again, once again. So now that all that's done, you will start to become a haircut. You will start to do a haircut. And today, I couldn't get a client to give a great example, but I brought my friend. And don't make fun of her haircut, her hairstyle, but we're gonna change that today. So in every haircut, you always start off by using a sandwich strip, which is this. And a cape. So this process is considered draping your client. First, you'll grab the sandwich strip, wrap it around the client's neck, and proceed to put on the cape. The reason why you always need to put the sandwich strip is to prevent the contact from the cape to the human skin. And this will prevent any kind of viruses, anything of that sort in that area. Make sure it's not too tight because you don't want to choke the client. And proceed. So now that the client is draped, you'll proceed by asking the client once again what kind of hairstyle they want. In this case, the client wants a short haircut. So a short haircut, he said he wants a number 4 on top. So in this haircut, a number 4, you only use four typical guards. He wants a 4 on top and a number 1 on the sides. A number 4, which is ½ an inch, will be used on top, and the shortest part of the haircut will be a number 1, which is 1/8 of an inch. A lot of times, in case if they want a scissor cut, also you have scissors. And after we trim around the ears and everything like that, today we will be using a straight razor just to give it that extra touch, definition. And that's just my preference. Once again, you don't have to use it. That's just depending on your barbers. And you also use combs just in case of areas that is hard to get to. And I'll just comb the client real quick. Make sure the hair is all in place. Not too tangled. And you proceed to do the haircut. I don't want to take too much time because my buddy's hair is not the best hair you can ask for. So you get the machine, number 4, start off on top, and start to begin the haircut. And so on and so on. I don't want to do the whole haircut right now because it'll take me way longer than expected. So once you're done, you always brush off the hair, excess hair. Normally you have a brush, but at this occasion I don't. But I'll give you the example like I had one. You brush off all excess hair. Make sure you clean off all the guard also, all your equipment before you put it back in its original place. And this way, if you always do this, You will never have to clean your machines or do anything like that before the haircut. And trust me, once you do that, time is money. So once you're done, you make sure to remove any excess hair off the client, and then show them the mirror, show them what kind of haircut you gave them. Hopefully they're satisfied. But you always get that one client that may not be happy with the haircut, but it comes with your career. Then you get done, take off the cape, remove the sagging strip, and that's pretty much how you cut a person's hair. Thank you for your time, and I hope you learned something from this video, and see you next time.